While the debate on restructuring was hitting a deafening pitch, some Nigerians in the political class said we should not get carried away with the frenzy. They said we should be able to sift the rhetoric from the reality. Some of those people are members of the ruling APC who said their party was not against restructuring. As a matter of fact, it is one of their campaign promises. Some will even tell you that it's the first on their campaign agenda and manifesto. They said many leading the debates are not doing so in good faith. So the party said they have their own idea of how to attend to the problem. They call it True Federalism, under which 24 items were considered by the committee set up in August 2017. Creation of states, merger of states, delegation principle, fiscal federalism, devolution of powers, state policing, independent candidacy, local government autonomy, power sharing and rotation, resource control, types of legislature, and others were considered in the committee report. Mr. Nasir El-Rufai, the governor of Kaduna State, headed the committee and listened to some of the submissions of the committee.
Can I get a stool for you?
Police, we've also moved to the concurrent list. In effect, Mr. Chairman, we are recommending that policing should be both federal and state. So we will have state police for certain crimes as well as federal police for certain crimes or interstate crimes. Though there was no consensus from stakeholders on the merger of states, we felt that we should propose a bill that allows states to merge, and it's up to the party, the National Assembly, and the people of Nigeria to decide on that. But we've drafted a bill that is there for the party and the government to move on. We also have recommendations on fiscal federalism and revenue allocation, in which we've proposed amending Section 162 and subsection 2 of the Constitution, as well as amend the Revenue Allocation of Revenue Federation Account, etc. Act to give more revenues to the states away and reduce the federal government share of revenues.
Let's get the conversation started. Whatever you are thinking about, a lot of people will say, look, the Nigerian constitution, they say, was not a people's constitution. That's one debate on one hand. Some people, in fact, say, look, the problem of this country is in its structure. So what do we do then? Let's get some legal perspective and some sense of history and what exactly are the realities of our Nigeria of today. Joining me in the studio is a regular analyst, a friend of the house, a lawyer, and the public affairs analyst, Mr. G.C. Ogunye. Always a pleasure having you on the program, Mr.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
True federalism, that's what the APC termed its own restructuring agenda. And they rightly said that, look, we're not against restructuring, but we want to get it right. It's not everything, because the songs about restructuring, for some, is about the issue of oil, that we are the ones who have it on the ground in our state or in our communities. We should have more. For some, we do have 5 states in our region. We are entitled to 1 more. So restructuring to many people means differently, but they have defined it. What do you make of their own definition?
Well, let me start by saying that their own definition of true federalism is indeed progressive.
Really?
Very progressive. And I'm indeed elated and pleasantly surprised that the committee could even go to the extent it's gone. The area of disagreement or divergence will then be on the forum that will actualize all these beautiful recommendations.
Legally speaking.
And the ones they may not have recommended. Their approach is the reformist approach. It's not the revolutionary approach. Meaning that we have a Nigerian state. We have a Nigerian constitution. We have a Nigerian National Assembly that can legislate. So what we are proposing is that A, B, C, D, E, F should be recommended and then reduced to bills. Indeed, they've had draft bills to be sent to the National Assembly once the party accepts this position. And then by some kind of amendment, by a gradual approach, then the true federal Nigeria, or the truly federal Nigeria, will emerge. That's the approach they are adopting.